What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and today I will be reviewing WWE Fastlane 2016, which occurred in February. It was the second pay-per-view for the year for the WWE, and I'm reviewing all the pay-per-views for this year alone. I just reviewed Royal Rumble, and then after this, WrestleMania 32, and then Payback, and then Extreme Rules, and then whatever it is after that, then Battlegrounds, all leading up to this Sunday, SummerSlam. Oh, it's going to be crazy. I went to Monday Night Raw last week. It was in my city when the Demon King arrived. Finn Balor, dude, I love his entrance so much, man. My fan's going crazy. I love his entrance so much. Either way, spoilers, if you have not seen Fastlane, obviously it was like 7 months ago, so make sure you've seen it. I just bought my free month trial for the WWE Network just was like yesterday. I started it yesterday, so I've been catching up. I'm watching all pay-per-views. Anyway, let's talk about Fastlane. Here we go. Thanks again for joining me. Let's get right to it. I'm going to recap and then review, and I'll give you a scale out of a 5, which is 1 is pretty shit, 2 is okay, 3 is good, 4 is great, 5 is awesome. Not like The Miz. Starting off the night, we have Sasha Banks teaming up with Becky Lynch, a tag team match versus Naomi and Tamina. Now, I honestly thought this match was gonna suck, you know. It's like starting off with this tag team and everything, and I don't understand what they're doing. Why are you starting us off with this? Royal Rumble started with Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, like in a last man standing match. That was crazy. You're starting us off with a tag team Divas match and everything. And I love the Divas, don't get me wrong. And I want to see more Divas matches and everything. But let me tell you, I was wrong. It was a very fun time. It was good. But it was a slow start. That's the problem. The first 3-4 minutes of the match was slow. It was just hair pulling, and they're like, oh, okay, and the ref's like, get off, and it was very slow. It was a very slow start, but Becky Lynch definitely had so much energy, and Sasha too. They kicked Naomi and Tamina's ass, and I don't even know who Naomi and Tamina were at all. So that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know, who are these women? But for sure, Becky Lynch, and I know Becky Lynch, I know Charlotte, and I know Sasha Banks in them. But Charlotte's not there, but let me tell you, they were awesome. They're a good tag team, and they kicked ass. Definitely giving this match a 3 out of a 5 for being good. Now, was it an awesome start like Royal Rumble was? Not really, but it was good of the match itself. I don't think it was a good start to the show, but it definitely was a good match, and they had like the Divas. That's the thing, so much energy, and they could move quick, and they, you know what I mean, like they really are just amazing. And Becky Lynch is my favorite Diva as of right now. She's my favorite. Next up, we have Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. And this match was slow, and it was boring, and I could care less. I think I don't even think it's for any. They don't have a belt. They don't have. It was just a fight. It was like Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. Yay! This is something you see on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Why are you showing this at a pay-per-view? It's just them fighting each other. I don't know what storyline they were doing at the time or what they. But it's like. Honestly, and I love Kevin Owens, and I've enjoyed Dolph Ziggler over the years. I don't hate them or anything. I just got new to Kevin Owens actually last week. But the thing is because I took a break from wrestling, and I just got back last week, like really into wrestling and everything. So that's why I'm catching up on all the pay-per-views for SummerSlam. But I just didn't care for this. I didn't care. It was slow. It was boring. They were just kind of back and forth. It wasn't as, Kevin Owens, he was intense, but I've seen him more brutal, before. And Dolph Ziggler, of course, he does his moves, and it wasn't nothing. You could literally, you don't even have to see the match. But yeah, Kevin Owens wins. He's a really cool guy. I like him a lot, so I'd give the match a 2 out of a 5 for okay. After that slow match was one of the most exciting and entertaining matches to see. The Wyatt family versus Big Show, Kane, and Ryback. Feed me more. This match also suffered a lot from being slow. It dragged on quite a bit, you know, back and forth, and that's how wrestling's always been. I've been watching wrestling for over a decade, and well, then I took that break. But if you put all of it together, of the time I did, it's a decade worth. As you know, whenever I started, like in 2005, and then well, it's been 10 years, so it's been a decade. But you know what I mean? Like it's just. It was entertaining, and of course, Ryback and them won. They beat the Wyatt family and everything. But it was fun, and it was entertaining, and it was good, but it wasn't great. It wasn't amazing. It definitely had a lot of slowness to it. Kane easily gets down a lot, and then Ryback comes in, and then he gets one hit, and then he's down for many seconds, and then the whole thing. But I thought it was interesting. I mean, the Wyatt family, I mean, they're strong. They're tough. The most of them, like, very muscular build. And it was great add up to, like, Big Show versus this guy. And, like, it was fair. It was a fair fight. So, I would give this match a 3 out of a 5 for being good. Next up, we have Brie Bella versus Charlotte. And this match made me tear up a lot because it was so beautifully done, the way that Brie Bella came out, and of course she dates Daniel Bryan, and everyone in the crowd was just, yes, 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 and it was just perfect. I mean, it literally brought a tear to my eye. I'm pretty sure Brie Bella wanted to kind of tear up too. It was awesome, and then Charlotte coming out, I mean, woo! You know, doing that walk, and Ric Flair coming out, and then she's like, I'll see you later, Dad. But, like, the dad's on the side of the ring and everything. And then when she hits her, and, you know, woo! And then the crowd goes, woo! And then, you know, Brie Bella looks at him, and she's like, woo! And he's like, woo! And he's like, woo! And she's like, woo! And I kind of went back and forth there, but you know what I mean? Like, how amazing would that be just to be at a place and you're like, woo! And then the person's like, woo! That's a lot of woos. It's more like a woo woo woo. I forgot the other thing of it. You know it or something like that. I don't. You know what? It's been a while. Anyway, so that happens, man. A lot of energy for sure. I told you, Charlotte. I think Charlotte. You know, Becky Lynch is my favorite diva, but Charlotte is just so energetic and so powerful, and she is a badass. Like, she does get her father's awesomeness in the ring, even though she's a villain and everything and all that. She still is very talented and a badass at that. And Brie Bella, she was, you know, she had energy too. She did a few flips and everything, but most, as usual, some parts of the match, hair pulling and everything, and it's like all the time it's hair pulling. I will give this match a 3 out of a 5. It was good. Next up was another very fun, entertaining match. Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. Y2 Jackass. Y2J versus the Phenomenal One. Oh, yes. Y2AJ. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, this match, of course, AJ Styles ended up winning. But these guys, I mean, I told you, I think I said Royal Rumble, but I have a lot of respect for Chris Jericho. He's fantastic, dude, in times. Like, he does have a lot of energy. AJ Styles, like, them together in a ring, they put up a fight, man, and I really enjoyed that a lot. It was really fun to see. They put a lot of hard energy. By the end of the, like, I think it was, like, maybe close to, like, 13-minute match, 14-minute match, maybe over that, maybe under that. But they put in the hard work. And when they sweat, it you know, obviously you sweat, but when they were sweaty and they got up, it was like, yeah, like, it made total, it made sense. And then I believe the whole fight, if I'm not mistaken, was to see who's better, you know, because Chris Jericho's tired of them yelling AJ Styles. He's tired of that. That may have been WrestleMania. I think I'm getting mixed up because they do fight at WrestleMania. But the whole them fighting for sure at Fastlane was one of the best things and highlights out of the night for me. As well, I'd give this match a 3 out of a 5, which equals good. Again, it's not great, not awesome or anything, it's just good. The next thing that happened after the match was a segment with Edge and Christian, which is like the Peep Show or something. Total reeks of awesomeness or something. Listen, I love Edge, I love Christian. Edge was one of my favorite wrestlers when he was in the industry. But, god damn, like, I'm sorry. I hate to say this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. God, this segment was just, it was shit. They bring out the New Day, and then they go in the ring, and they're supposed to talk, and then, of course, the New Day is like, WWE champion, you know what I mean? And then, all of a sudden, the League of Nations come out, and then it was boring. It was slow. It took up time. The audience wasn't feeling it. Like, everyone was uncomfortable. It was cringy. The acting was horrible. The dialogue was bad. I even checked out the Edge and Christian show, and I'll force myself to watch all the episodes one day. But I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and I was like, fuck, this is horrible. It's shit. And I understand it's supposed to be stupid. They're not making an Oscar award show. It's a fun Edge and Christian are awesome together. But it's still a shit show. I mean, let's be honest. It's pretty shit. But I love Edge and Christian and what they're doing. But what they did at Fastlane was boring, slow. I thought it was going to be cool. And then 1 minute later, I was like, this is horrible acting. This ain't cool. Just stop it. So I'm going to end up giving this a 2 out of a 5 just for... Okay. Next up is the final match before the main event, which is Curtis Axel versus R-Truth. And I believe I read somewhere that this was like unannounced or anything. No one knew that this match was going to happen. And it was good. I mean, there were fun things about it. R-Truth, definitely very energetic, very cool about everything that he did. I really enjoy R-Truth in the match. Curtis Axel, big guy too. He's talented at times. He's very underrated. But Goldust comes out, and then the Social Outcast. Curtis Axel's part of the Social. It's a bunch of acting and bullcrap, like shit like that, and Goldust costs R-Truth the match by accident. I'm sorry. And I'm thinking to myself, Jesus, what a waste of time. What a waste of time for me and for Goldust to get makeup on, and just for that little sake, the little part of the match. It was pretty crap. It was like, sure, R-Truth was awesome in the match, but then again, I'm thinking like maybe they should have just gone to the main event. You know, this is why I'm kind of just very disappointed by Fastlane on how they did things, you know, in the middle of the show. So overall, I'm going to give this match, and by the way, Curtis Axel won, R-Truth lost. I'd give it a 2 out of a 5. It was okay. And last but not least, the main event, a triple threat match. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus the Beast himself, Brock Lesnar. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely a fun match. Probably, you know, like I've said, there were like 2 fun matches out of Fastlane that were good. This was the only like great match out of the whole show. It was brutal. It was fun. Yeah, there are a few slow things, but I liked how Roman and Dean went after Brock, and then he went down for a long time, and then they fought each other, and then Brock comes back in, and but the thing is that I know Suplex City is his thing. I know that's his signature move, and the F5 and all that, but Suplex City, or whatever, like suplexing, he overdoes it quite a bit. And I know that's Brock Lesnar's thing. Everyone loves Brock Lesnar. I think he's cool. He is really awesome to see fight. He is a beast. But still, it gets... All he does, throws him, suplex. And it's hard to see because, I mean, they're getting damaged hard. But still, it's like... Is that all you do? Suplex. I know it weighs him down, but I'm saying I'm not. Brock Lesnar is a badass. He is, but it's just suplex, and I'm like, stop, do something else, you know. But still, it was a fun match to see, and I believe, yeah, actually, Roman Reigns wins the match. And I'm a Roman Reigns fan, I'm a Dean Ambrose fan, and I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. I don't have to, you know, if you don't like Roman Reigns, but I don't know why Roman Reigns is booed. It's not like he's a bad guy. He's not a bad, in the story, he's not a bad villain or anything. He's a guy, you know. I mean, he's not a good guy. but he's not a bad guy, which is perfect for JBL said that. So at the end, when Roman Reigns wins, Triple H comes out, and they do that whole look at the WrestleMania sign. They've been doing this since I was young. Since right in 2005, 2006. They've been doing that ever since. And he comes out with his WWE belt and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, alright, like, it was a long-ass match, and it was fun, it was entertaining. Brock put up a fight, Dean put up a fight, and Roman put up a fight, and they all kicked ass, and they did an awesome job, and that's why I'd give this match, and I am going to give this match a 4 out of a 5, which is great. But the whole Triple H thing at the end, I was like, I've seen it, they've done it before, nothing new there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is my review for Fastlane, and overall, it's not a pretty sight for Fastlane. I enjoyed the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 32 way more than Fastlane. I'm going to give Fastlane as a total, as a whole pay-per-view itself, a 2.5 out of a 5, which is okay. Listen, there were fun matches and a lot of good energy. And yes, while I said they were good matches, the middle just brought me down enough where I was like, this is bull. This is the Edge stuff, all that show, that was a waste of time. The R-Truth stuff was a waste of time, and a waste of time because the audience wasn't feeling it. It was just boring. And then that whole segment just killed me so much where I was like, it has no replay value. I probably won't watch this pay-per-view again in my life now because of that. Or I could just skip over it, but yeah, it's my least favorite pay-per-view out of the year so far. So, yeah, fun things come out of it, sure, but it's still, the main event was awesome, but I enjoyed the Royal Rumble a little bit more than Fastlane. So thanks again for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about Fastlane. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear your thoughts, and you could share with your friends. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you this Sunday for my SummerSlam review, and also watch out the next few days before SummerSlam. My predictions will be up as well. Till next time, bye-bye.